Good evening, everybody. How you doing on this? Is it still Wednesday?
Yes, it's Wednesday,
It's
the
still
6th of
Wednesday.
August.
It's still Wednesday, folks. How you doing? I'm Manny Vitale, host of My Fight Our War and co-host of My Brother's Keeper of Bikers podcast with Thomas Vestergaard, and also part of the family over at Wolverine, Harley, all that good stuff. Just you know what, we're all over the place, and we have been jumping back on a lot of different times. As you guys know, on Mondays we do our lives from the studio here in Detroit, Michigan, with all the guests and the family members that want to come on and share their amazing stories. And for the ones who cannot make it into the studio or to our studio in Connecticut, so those are Mondays at as you guys know, precisely. Wait, what time now? 7-ish Eastern time. I know I keep changing. So we're going to be still doing that, but we're also going to be adding different days on as well. Um, Before we get going here, do not forget this Friday, we are going to help change the attitude of the weekends and start off on a positive note. We were talking about social media and news and the doom and gloom and all that. Let's start on a upswing. So please check out the post. We're going to start off with a feel good Friday. Represent your city, your state, where you're living, your county, whatever it is. It doesn't take much to for the gloom and doom, man. You want to get angry and pissed off, put on the news, right?
Yeah, really.
Someone's getting shot, this person hates that person. You know what, let's just show that there are good people out there. Let's just show,
Good
let's
things
not.
happening in your area.
Exactly. Let's get OG in here real quick.
Yeah.
Because what we're going to be doing is Friday. I'm going to pop on. We're OG. We're going to have stories, just feel good stories from the media instead of all this terrible shit. We're going to put on, people helping people. Just little clips, man.
Mhm.
Then you come on. We'll be talking to certain people. Share yours, share your community. What's going on where you're at, the positive side of things, and just show that there are good people in this world, and especially like the one I'm about to bring on, Anna Borges from Peaceful Minds Treatment Center in Connecticut. I had the pleasure of having Anna on as a guest in Connecticut when she was just getting things open. And now, I mean, she is a one person wrecking crew, man. She does not play. And it comes to taking care of addiction, she is amazing. So let's get Anna on here. There she is.
Hey,
How you
Anna.
doing, Anna?
Yay.
And OG, you're going bye bye.
Bye bye.
OG and Groot going bye bye. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. We were just talking again. Anna's studio, which is her happy place on her porch, is absolutely. It's just relaxing.
Beautiful.
It just makes you go. Ah. So thank you.
Yeah, it is. It's very relaxing. It's not too
Oh,
bad out here tonight.
oh my God. So how you
Connecticut.
doing? It's been a while since we
Yes.
saw
Yeah.
you when you were
Mm-hmm.
on, and so much has happened. Um,
Yes.
you know what? Before we jump right into everything, why just for the people who didn't see the show that you were on, talking about your treatment center and all that, just
Mm-hmm.
start off by an introduction. Tell everybody who you are and the amazing center that you got going on.
Okay. My name is Anna Borges. I'm from Waterbury, Connecticut. I own Peaceful Minds Treatment Center in Waterbury up on West Main Street in our major medical building, 1389 West Main Street. We help people that are striving to stay in their recovery journey by also addressing their mental health issues. Um, we also help them seek out services that they may need and connections for jobs and many other things. So we stay on top of our community and do a lot of community outreach throughout Waterbury.
And I mean, obviously, with the stories that we had that when you were on, this is it. You know what? I was going to send this to. I was looking right now to your site. Is it okay to share that with you right now, or?
Absolutely.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. And
By the way, Anna, Bo's on the line now
and
too.
yeah, Bo said
Oh, okay.
hi. He's on right now. Um,
He's Manny's nephew.
that's my nephew,
That's
and
my son too.
I'm telling you,
That's my guy.
Anna, with everything that little, excuse me, the recap you just gave,
Hmm.
you gave that Reader Digest version, but I remember when I talked to you, the stuff that you were doing, permits, buildings, zoning,
Yeah.
carpenters, this, that. I mean, it was,
In
you were
pieces.
just juggling all this stuff, and you did it amazingly. And, this, uh, you did all this because this is, and we don't have to go into a whole new story, or not whole new story, but the background is why you were even on our program was because
Mhm.
this hit you personally.
Yes.
So why don't you, let people know how this even came about for the unfortunate reason that it did.
Yep. So I lost my former husband and my baby brother to an overdose. And then after that, dealing with the grief and everything that I had to go through, I committed my life to being the change that I want to see in this world and changing my pain into power instead of just sitting back and not doing anything. I'm making leaps and bounds and pushing forward to even make a change in just one person's life, and that changes everything. So I live my day to day to serve the community and really make a change.
Yeah, and man, to
What
say
an
that you are
amazing
serving the
change.
community is such an understatement. So many people that when they get into helping and when they're affected by addiction, they reach out in so many ways, and some people don't see the behind the scenes, how much of themselves that they give.
Hmm.
And I got to see that from you, and man, I tell you, uh just the admiration for what you first of all had, what you went through. And like you said, man, you could have gone in different directions, the anger, and could have taken you another way and just screw everybody, screw all of you and whatever. Or you could have just did the healing for Anna and your family and just, hey, listen, we got to take care of us and that's it. But a lot of us, what we do is we heal and then we reach out because we don't want other people to feel that terrible pain that we felt. So for everything you're doing, man, just thank you so much. You are changing so many lives for the better for what you're doing. I mean, every day. And as far as, like you said, affecting one life, you're affecting many. And it's just a pleasure and honor to know you.
Thank you. I love knowing
And
you guys as well.
and
You
I
get a
tell
lot of light for us as
A-
well.
Hmm.
And we are going to be doing a lot more. There's been a lot going on since the last time you're on with our
Yes,
format
yes.
and stuff like that. So we are going to be doing like a lot of follow-ups, and especially with where you were when we first met that day in the
Mm-hmm.
studio till now. I mean, just to recap everything. So we're going to do that as well.
Okay.
But let's for your center, right
Mm-hmm.
now, because you do so much. I mean, it's not just this little clinic. And I remember I said it can't say
Right.
clinic, it's a
Not
center.
clinic, it's a
And
center.
it's a center. But the things that you offer, having a licensed nurse, having like a counselor, all these different people that have to be
Mm-hmm.
certified. So what can they expect? What do you have to offer as far as your facility,
So
your
if
center?
somebody comes in, so we do a lot of in services or presentations at different sober homes, transitional housing, community events, where we actually go in and we explain the services that we have. We hope that the people come in for the help and we start treating their mental health. We're also transitioning people off methadone onto healthier option 30-day injections, so they're not chasing the bottle anymore, right? Because the methadone clinic, they go every day or every other day. They're chasing the bottle. With the injections, they come in. It's an injection, and they only have to come in every 30 days.
And
Uh,
what is that?
it's a buprenorphine injection, Brixadi and Sublocade. So we're starting to see more people transition off the methadone onto these 30-day injections, which are healthier. They are um, injected into the fat into your body. So they're not going through your esophagus, your liver, your kidneys, and it's blocking the receptors in the brain so that you can't get high anymore, and it controls your cravings. On top of that, we are treating the people like like we always say. You just don't wake up today and say, "Oh, I'm today's to-do list is I'm going to be an addict," right? We don't
Mhm.
do that. I mean, there's something that triggered you to use traumatic happening, some crisis in your life, or dealing with life, but it's all connected to mental health. So at the center, we also treat that. We have an esketamine treatment. It's 98% effective if you stay committed to the process of this treatment. We can uh, use it as a monotherapy, which means we can, at some point in the game in your treatment, we can get you off all antidepressants. That's how
Wow.
good this
Wow.
medication works.
Wow.
A lot of people are on several antidepressants and all these anxiety medications, and this treatment that we offer at the center um, is 98% effective. So
Woo.
we're really
Yeah.
excited to bring this to the community. Um, and so when I was last on the show with you guys, we had
Mhm.
probably were within 60 days of opening, I believe. We
Yep.
Yep.
weren't
Yeah.
much into that, right?
Mm-mm.
So, and I had just me, we had my APRN Greta Lewis, and we had one medical assistant, Noelia. So now we are, let's see, so March, April, May, June, July, and August. We're 5 months in. I can't give you patient growth because I don't have the
Mm.
numbers on that, but I will tell you what we needed for staff. We've hired another APRN, Michelle Hunt. We have LPN, Jennifer Ramos. We still have our original MA, Noelia. We've hired a male MA, Daniel Carter. Um, and we have office assistant now, and another so our office assistant Amina. She does all the everything we need done in the office. We're now doing physicals for the kids for school. We're doing physicals
Nice.
for sports physicals. We're doing drug testings for employers. And our patient growth has probably doubled since I've talked to you last. And we now have a waiting list to get in
That's
where
neat.
people
I
Whoa.
were, yeah, and we're in the middle of seeking contract to extend across the hallway to another 3,000 square feet
because
Woo.
we
in
were. I
five
mean,
months.
Incredible.
and the thing
Yes,
is, like I said, that was the first time I got to meet you was then, and I
right.
knew that you were just like it's freaking dynamo, man, because
Mhm.
you were like, "Listen, this is what we need to be have done. Okay, let's do it, like now." There is no tomorrow. We're
Right.
doing this now. And I remember there. I think there was a couple locations that you were looking at back and forth, and I can't
Hmm.
remember exactly the details, but then you saw that one, and it was like you walked
This was
in,
it.
and was
Yep.
it this is it,
This
and it
is it.
was nothing at all like a clinic. Was it?
Mm-mm.
Am I right on that? It was something. I
Right.
mean, it was
So
like, and you were like, this is this, and these aren't like, well, this room will be a waiting room. This is exam room. You were like, oh no. I mean, you
right.
had it,
I
so.
visioned it out well, and I
Yes, you
blueprinted
did.
it out well, but
Mhm.
very well. But as quickly as we've grown, I look back and like it happened so quick. I didn't think growth would happen this quick. So now we're already making changes all over the building, and a wall I took down, I'm getting ready to put back up. And, so we have to move with, we also now we have a resource area. And at that resource area, it has like, we work closely with CCAR here in Waterbury, Apex, what else we have on the table? Oh, hang time, herd time. We're working very closely with a lot of community outreach centers. And when they have events, we now have that information on the table. We also have like AA meeting informations and all kinds of informational stuff on this table, and it's rotating daily. It's amazing how much where we were to where we are and where we're going. Yeah, it's all in God's will, and I'm grateful for the blessing to just be out here to do God's work.
Mhm.
Um, and I told you my daughter has the counseling
Mm-hmm.
building, and she just had to expand her building, so she just moved into, I think it's 8 or 10 office size building, because between her people and the referrals, because remember I told you
Mm-hmm.
we want everybody to get counseling. Why? Because counseling is part of the dynamics of healing. You cannot heal without talk therapy. So she's inundated down there. Shout out to Solidarity Counseling, because how they're doing it down there, I have no clue. And my daughter just dropped a book yesterday. Uh,
Oh, right.
yeah, so she's an author now, and I'm super
Oh
proud of
my!
her.
What's the name of the
So,
book?
Riley Rex Goes to Therapy, I believe, and we'll have the
Oh
link up soon, and we'll have. I'm trying to get her
Send
to
it to
book
us.
sign.
Yeah.
Yeah,
man,
yeah, definitely will. I'm trying to get her to come down and book sign down at the festival as well. Um, but the funny story about that is when she was a little girl, she used to love to read. And every time we used to drive past the Barnes and Nobles, she's like, "Mom, I'm gonna own the Barnes and Nobles when I get older."
Wow.
So this morning when they dropped the book, and there was really, I guess they dropped it late last night, but I was already sleeping because I am up past my bedtime, Manny, just to let you know.
Oh, okay.
I'm an
We'll
eight
make
o'clock
this
bird.
quick. Oh, good
Uh,
girl. You know your time.
yes. So I said to her, see how God really works, because you're counseling people, right? You don't own Barnes and Nobles, but now you're putting books on their shelves.
No, beautiful.
man, that is
Beautiful.
So
it.
God's blessings have just been amazing, and we partnered up with them. We're working on opening a community closet for like food and resources. So we are really cooking over here in Waterbury,
Woo!
and we're bringing people in from different communities. And also in the middle of working with Rick about extending out to New Haven as well. So we got a lot of things coming up with Peaceful Minds Treatment Center and Solidarity Counseling. I'm super proud that we can collaborate and really give this community the help that it needs. Um, yeah, so super excited, and that's just in the short time we haven't seen each other, Manny.
That is just nuts. And
Wow.
I just got to tell you, when you were in the studio, and obviously it was a lot different circumstances. I mean, you were there to tell. It was a little bit about
Right.
this. It was mainly about why and the terrible
Your
thing that
story. Yeah.
happened. But you telling your story, everything you had going on, just seeing you and the way they just your whole aura and
Energy.
everything
Yep.
about you
Hmm.
then you look very tired. I mean, which rightfully so. You had so much going on. You could see
Yes.
that their wheels just were never stopping as we were
Yeah.
talking. And now you just have this glow about you.
Woo!
You said
Incredible.
back then that everything that you said you're doing, and you said that you're not going to let this define you. You're not going to let
Absolutely.
this tragedy define you and your family. And man, are you ever living true to your word? Because just I was, and you're like, and then it's like I was. It's like you're like an infomercial. You're just like, man, wait, there's more, and now you get this. We got an MA, and now we got this, and there's more. We got our own counseling, and I mean, it is. now
Yeah.
you're dealing with kids doing physical. So now
Yeah.
you got the community, which is it is so scary for addiction. That first step,
Yeah.
first of all, to admit it and to do something about it. That stigma is something we
Still
got to
there.
work on.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
with your attitude and everything like that, God bless you, man. And I know it's past your bedtime, but let's before we
Yeah.
let you go.
That's
Plus, it's
okay.
getting dark. Um,
Yeah.
I took if it gets a little dark, I'll move right inside and
uh,
turn that way. But
but
also we got to talk about the Recovery
y-
Festival.
yes, October. I almost said October 30th. Just because
August.
That's
October
his
30th is my
birthday.
birthday.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
mine
what's
is
that's
in September 9th, so it's a lot sooner than yours.
so we got Anna's birthday September 9th, and we got
Yes.
mine is like Devil's Night, Devil's Night baby. But we've
Okay.
got October, damn it,
August
August,
August.
30th.
August the 30th, Anna. See, you got so much
Yes.
going on. You're interfering with my brainwaves, and don't do that. But August 30th, Brian Cody Brothers and Sisters Foundation
Sisters.
with the incredible Coach Anthony Morrissey and Mimi and Bo and Maddie and just the entire
Yes.
Morrissey family. Um, you're involved in that, and you've got so
Hmm.
many different roles. Go ahead. Let's hear what you got going on there because you've got quite the role there as well.
Yeah. So I've been involved with Brian Cody's Brother and Sister Foundation since the beginning. I was one of the first members in
Mhm.
when we got together, and we we put together this great festival amongst a lot of other things we do throughout the year. But this
Oh,
festival is like our one of our main events, right? We bring in. So I am the captain of the Recovery Advisory Zone, and what that is I bring a bunch of resources into one department of the festival. From Apex to Wellmore, Solidarity Counseling will be joining us this year. My treatment center and my staff will be there. We have Rick Del Valle and the Redemption House crew and the Mansion crew coming through. We have oh my goodness, like the list is lengthy, right? We're gonna have some Narcan handout, Narcan can training. Um, car will be there. We just have a plethora of people coming through to offer services and really let people know in the community that we are here for them. We are here to support them through their recovery journey. We are here to help them battle their mental health conditions and just come first full circle with life and see hope when they really thought that there was no hope. It's out here and we're here for you. So we have all that stuff going on. August 30th. It's a long event. It's free. That's the best part about it. Bring on the kids. We have games and face painting and music and resources and crafters. And if you can think of it, I think it will be there. Um, Tony does an amazing job. He is been so amazing through this. I remember there was a time when we first started this 5 years ago that we had to have a meeting every week because we were creating the something that was, and now we have it so patterned that everybody knows their role. Um, that's in, and all our volunteers come in and we just give them a job and they know they get it done, and we only have to meet about once a month. So we have one, I believe, one more meeting or just maybe two for the final. And we used to start the night before the festival getting ready, setting up, like everybody would
Mhm.
go to Tony's house and we would get, but we've mastered it that I don't know that that's going to happen this year. It didn't happen last year, I don't believe. No, we didn't. But yeah, we've got this thing solid planned down, and every year we're seeing more and more people show up to the downtown green in New Milford and sharing and experiencing this event. And every year we definitely connect, and we're definitely helping people, and that makes everything. That what makes this worthwhile. It's
Man, I tell you,
amazing.
Woo.
just the thought of even being stupid enough to get in the way of you and Coach. I mean, and Rick. And I mean,
Right.
all of them. I mean, Rick
All of
is,
our team is
you
amazing.
guys, you're all like,
Colleen and
Powerhouses, all
oh,
powerhouses.
yeah,
Bo
uh,
let me tell you, let me tell you about Strongbow. So
oh,
he starts out in the morning running around like crazy, right? I think one night they had to even like stay the night in the car and babysit the tents and chairs that were already on the green or something. So they start and he's constantly running. He's setting up tents. Miss Anna, what do you need? What do you need? Then he's over here doing for this one. He is such an amazing individual. And let me tell you, not even just for the Recovery Festival, but anytime I call Strongbow, even when it came to getting the furniture for the center, he was right there. He was
oh,
driving a U-Haul. He was doing whatever he had to do. He's just an amazing individual. That's my son. I just let Tony borrow him.
oh, you know
You know,
what, Anna?
that borrow thing works out for me because it's less of an expense for me.
Yes. Yeah. And just like, they
But I
saw being
love
a
it.
grandma, you can just like,
When you're done, you
you're done, you're
send them
done.
back.
But you know what? Everything you said, it's been such an honor meeting all of you guys, man. And Bo, like I said, like I've got a nephew now, and he's like Uncle Manny, and I'm
Manny.
like, Bo, he was on the show telling his story, and
Wow.
he
Yeah,
had both.
Woo.
I mean, here he's telling
yeah.
his own story of what he went through, and then, of course, with Brian, and I'm sitting there listening to his story, and here's this 4-year-old who's dealing with bullets
Right.
flying through a wall, finding his aunt laying there dead with a needle in her arm,
In her arm. Yeah,
seeing all these other things, and now the interaction talking with him in that studio, I was just in awe. And I told him,
yeah.
you are young in years, but you are so wise, and
Wise.
with every, he is just, I love him to death, man. I really do, man. The admiration I have for what he's gone through and what he's done with his life,
Yeah.
and the youth heroes, um
Yes.
the hope dealers, and just
Mm-hmm.
hearing him, like you said, I mean, you know better than I do, obviously, but the short time with you and Coach and everyone and Bo, I call him up, hey, you want to go live? Yes. I mean, like you just said,
Yeah.
how can I help?
Right.
It's just incredible, and I'm so
Yeah.
looking forward to see them.
The Morrissey bunches, they're real special kids. And let me tell you something. They all have quite amazing stories. And again, that's the perfect example of people turning their pain into power.
Oh yeah.
Because
Oh,
they're not soaking in their pain, they're turning it into power. And how we do that is reaching out and helping the community and doing anything we can within our power to make somebody's day a little brighter. And they're just a very uh great example. And God bless Coach and Mimi
oh,
for taking, like, that's a lot. And
yes,
Mm.
they do it in stride and happiness. Like, like you said about grandkids, they're great. Like, well, my grandson, he's a little hustler. We will, yeah, he'll call up with a gammy, he wants something, and I'm on a mission. But I had a granddaughter since I seen you last.
Oh,
Well, I didn't
congratulations.
congratulations.
have her. My daughter-in-law had her. But
That's
yeah,
okay.
so I'm a grandma of a girl and a boy, so that's another
Oh,
thing that happened. But anyways, just amazing to be in the time. Like, for me, I'm in the time where I'm sharing time with my new husband. We don't have no kids. And Coach and Mimi were like there. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden, they went from, I don't know, no kids to about 30 kids overnight, right?
I mean, literally, when Bo was on, we were asking about that, and he said,
Uh-huh.
they when they got married, they had a blended family with Mimi with
Right,
3 and him with
right,
2. So here they get married,
right.
5 kids,
Hmm.
and then all of a sudden this happens with
In less than 2 months.
Strongbow, and
Mhm.
and all of a sudden they go to 10 a month after
Right,
they got married. No
right, right, right,
hesitation, no questions. And then when we
right.
were talking to Bo in the green room, we were like, okay, as far as siblings and all that, how many are there? He goes like this. He goes, well, and he stops. He goes,
Mm.
and he starts counting, and he goes, 15 ish. So,
Right.
but as I'm listening to his
I
stories,
love that.
how grounded, and
Yeah.
again, just how young he is and the things he experienced and the pain and the agony at such a young age, and to be such a, when they say
Solid.
youth hero, good God, I mean, that's him. And Maddie and all of them are pure examples of that. And
Yeah.
man, it is
And he's
just,
such a hard worker. Through all the
yes,
help he gives everybody, he holds like a full-time job, and like not easy work either, like what he's doing, right?
Yeah.
yep,
So they're just all of them though. All the them that Morrissey bunch is just a prime example of turning pain into power. And I
Mm-hmm.
I
love them
love
all.
that
They're my
saying.
family. You know, they're
Yes.
they're my family. Tony's like my brother, and Mimi, that's like my sister, and the
Hmm.
kids, they're just like my kids. I just have some extra kids, you know.
Exactly.
Yes, and
Right.
so that's like, I always say too with my fighter war, I don't have any kids. I always wanted kids, never. I don't have any kids, but I love family. Family is everything to me,
Yeah.
and what a great thing to have happen. Um, people are like, "Are you crazy? Addiction?" I'm like, if it wasn't for addiction, I would not be talking to you. If it wasn't
Right.
for addiction, I would not have all these positive things. Of course, I wish things wouldn't have happened. I wish you wouldn't have had your loss, long as well as coach and everyone else who experienced these things. But
You did. So,
pain into power,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
here we are. We're taking such a evil lost. It lost. Addiction lost. We are
Yeah.
here, and we're not going anywhere. And
Right.
and like I said, Anna, you are just, even though it's getting darker and darker,
She's still
you're
glowing.
glowing. No, I mean seriously. I mean you just,
Let me
you know
just pop some light on back here. Can you see me a
the
little bit now?
yeah, yeah. But
Here, I'll
I mean
turn this
just,
way because it's a little brighter over here. Maybe a
oh,
little
that
Nope.
bit.
you're, yeah, and
Can
it
you see me
actually,
now a little
Getting in
bit?
your sleep time,
yep. But
Okay.
uh, it's just, it's such a unique, like, when I first started doing this, I was like, listen, man, I'm not a counselor. I'm not a peer recovery. I'm none of those, but what I am is one of you. I went through
Right.
all this stuff. I'm one of
Right.
you. I will never know the actually what you've gone through as far as, like, understanding the physical parts of it, but I can relate to it. And
Right.
I'll never judge you. I'll never bully you. I'll never disrespect you, man. We are here as a family, and we're family.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
sorry, you gotta. I guess that would be cousins. So
Oh,
now we're cousins. So we'll go there.
yeah. Um,
But
Listen, it and it's like that in the recovery world
mhm.
Yes.
because all the
Yes.
people that come into our center, if you log on and look at our Yelp reviews, they're like, this is family here. They don't judge us. And we have a lot of of the patients, they're going through struggles, whether
Oh,
it's, justice system struggles, or we're better than Planet Fitness. We have a no judgment zone.
you
You know
know
what I'm
what?
saying?
What
uh,
And
was I'm trying to think of what we were talking about. How with your center, because we were talking a lot of things, and we were almost completing sentences for each other. And one of them was, when you get that phone call, instead of well, what's your
yeah,
insurance,
no,
the first thing is, are you okay, are you safe? Or so it was like, where you're at, are you in a safe place?
yeah,
And then that's Anna. That's
yep,
Peaceful Minds Treatment Center. That's your staff. And it just, you can see it. It reflects off of you. I haven't met your staff, but it's like I could see them. As you were saying their names, I'm picturing them, all these little tornadoes flying around your office.
yeah.
And
They are. So what if I told you the other thing about Peaceful Minds Treatment Center? I'm not saying all of our staff, but some of our staff are people who are previously, or they're on their recovery journey, or
mhm.
previously incarcerated, that people would not give them jobs. And we're doing that at our center. I, I
Ah,
don't I don't know what you did yesterday, and I don't care about what you did yesterday, but what are you going to be? Where are you going? And
yeah.
where do you want to be? So several of our people, they're on their recovery journey, or they're uh were previously incarcerated, had some situations, can't find a job, but have licenses that allow them to work at our center. I'm not mandated by law that I have to do background checks on anybody. And I'm not
Yeah.
going to do that because I stand on the word of this is a no judgment zone
Mm-hmm.
for patients, for employees. And if they have the license and something happened in their life where they're unable to obtain a job, but they're still licensed to work in the medical field,
Mm-hmm.
or certified or have what
Mm-hmm.
I need to prove that they can be there, you know, yeah, we're giving people second chances too. So
What a blessing. What a
I'm
blessing.
Oh.
I'm excited about that, and everybody has their own struggles that life brings them through. But
Mhm.
my treatment center is we're in no judgment zone all the way around. We're not playing games, and that goes to we're not going to discriminate for employees as well. Um, I love that some of them are on their recovery journey. Guess what?
Mhm.
Because that's the best peer-to-peer support for
Oh,
my patients that anybody can give.
oh, without a doubt,
You know,
without a doubt.
peer-to-peer support is proven to be the best recovery support that somebody in recovery. If you know, most people in recovery, they have a sponsor, and that
Mhm.
sponsor is also in recovery, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. There you go.
So
That
guess what? That's what we're doing
yes.
right at the center with employees. And I'm super excited for each and every one of them. We have a great team. The patients, they come up, they're our family and they love us. So if
Yes.
you look on our Yelp review, they're like, this is family here. This isn't hospital setting. This isn't judgment zone, and that's what this is all about. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, and that's exactly when I started my fight our war because they made me put type of organization or whatever it was. I had to put it, and they gave me a list. It was like a they gave me all these different like clinical things
Clients.
and
Yeah.
different things, and they
Mm-hmm.
go, "That's not it." So I had to put whatever it was, and then, but as soon as I started, I said, "We are my fight our war. We are a family." And from day one, I just came out when I
Mm-hmm.
was doing it again, not knowing what I was doing. And I said, that's how I want everyone referred to each other. That's what we are here. Because the same things you're saying, you're not, it's a safe place. And all of a sudden,
Mm-hmm.
within days, weeks, all I'm seeing are people putting, I love our family. And you get that, who better to talk to than someone? And God bless these people who are counselors and all that, who've never drank, smoked, done drugs or anything, but
Right.
choose to be in this lifestyle or this career to help people. God bless you, man. But the thing is,
Yeah.
the worst thing that someone could tell someone dealing with addiction is, I know how you
How
feel.
you
I know
feel?
what you're if you've never been through it. Don't tell
Mhm.
me you know how I feel if you've never dealt physically or emotionally with what I'm dealing with. You could really cause a lot of harm. But like with you, with us, same thing. You know, no, I'm not going to feel the actual physical stuff, but I can relate to everything you just said. I did. How you feel compared to how I feel is different, but it's so much the same. And the thing
Mhm.
is, we can as you're telling your story, I'm gonna sit there and go, yeah, I know what you mean because I've
Right.
been there, done it. So, but that comfort zone, that safe place, and that's what you have at Peaceful Minds Treatment Center.
Yep.
With you and your staff and everything, it's just like I said, it's from that day at Connecticut, it was more than a thought because you were in the process of the building and everything. From there, in 5 months, what you just rattled off is insane. What you just rattled off, there's a lot of people, companies, that are established couldn't do. So that says a lot for you and your staff.
It's God is blessing me just to walk in maybe my purpose here, and that's to take care of people and heal people. I don't want to
Mm-hmm.
see someone have to go through what I've been through. um, we are having an open house with the City of Waterbury Health Department on August 22nd at 1 o'clock, and it's an open invite for anybody that wants to come in and see the center and meet the staff. And we're going to provide food to the community. So you know, we just got to keep going. We got to
Yes.
keep going. This is what God has me out here doing His work because He needs us to be doing all good things, and charity work is so important, And
Yes.
I'm blessed every day when I get up and I see another day, and I know that I can help somebody today, and it
Oh
keeps
man.
me going.
Well, I cannot wait to see you, and I really am looking forward to meeting some of your staff, and as
Yes, they're
well.
all gonna be
Um,
there.
we're gonna be. I know that I got the honor of being a guest speaker. How I'm not sure exactly when or what or anything. Um, Coach is going to take care of that. And like you were talking about the meetings, how you have with the event and all that. The last time we had Bo on, we were asking him a few questions about the event, and he goes, "Well, I fell asleep
You missed
and
the
I
last
missed the
meeting.
meeting." So when you said that about
Yes.
the meetings, I was like, aha. So, but and
Yeah,
he,
they come sometimes a little late. Like I told you, I'm like 7:30, 8 o'clock bedtime, but I'm up at 4:30 every morning. So I
yes,
Well,
took a little cat nap because I knew how to
yeah.
do this. I was
Yeah.
oh,
Well,
about to I was about to go to bed. I said, "Oh, I think I'm just taking a shower and going to bed." And then the phone rang, and then I looked down, and I'm like, "Oh, I have to do the podcast tonight." So my husband said,
well,
"I thought you were going to bed." I said,
yeah.
"Getting some rest." I'm like, "I have Manny's podcast tonight, and I
Yeah.
gotta
We
be
won't keep
there."
it, Mike.
oh,
My
Got a
alarm went off, and I would have been strong here anyways. But
no.
Anna got a question for you from one of our people who are watching.
yes,
Heidi wants to know, how long is your treatment stay? Do people
okay,
stay with you?
yeah. So this is the thing: when we first start treating you, you're there twice a week for 2 hours.
Okay.
Okay, insurance pays for this, and if not, we have funding set aside for people that don't have insurance
Mhm.
while we get
Mhm.
them insurance. Um, and then once we get you to your maintenance phase, everybody's different because everybody's situation is different. So maintenance could be once a week, it could be once every other week, and we do have one person who's already on the once a month maintenance. But it
Wow.
stays with you. But in the intern, all those antidepressant medications um you're taking, you will no longer be taking all them Wellbutrins and the trazodones that you can't sleep, and the
Mhm.
lorazepams
Mhm.
and all that stuff, the Avelides, and we're gonna get you off all those stuff, and that saves your kidney and your liver,
Yep.
Oh God, and
Yep.
we know that
filtering
we've definitely
medications.
abused those, man.
Yeah.
Um, well, we were froze there for a
Well,
minute.
maybe that's a sign.
Yep.
Maybe she needs to go to bed.
Okay, well, I tell you what, Anna, I really appreciate you, taking your time to come back on with us,
Oh, I
and
was
I tell you.
excited.
I mean, you are just literally, and I'm not just blowing smoke up your ass here because you know that I wouldn't do that, just like you wouldn't. But you literally are like a breath of fresh air, and hearing you and seeing you back 5 months or how long ago it was when you were on to now, is you just
Incredible.
so much
So much fun.
respect for everything you're doing. And Connecticut is such a lucky place to have you and Peaceful Minds Treatment Center.
Yep.
Thank
Yep.
you. Well, we're
That
lucky to have you guys come up and visit and interview us and
well,
all of us and put the word out. Like, it takes that to make us.
we're
So
gonna,
know that
like I
we
said, we're gonna
appreciate you.
be there.
We'll be there
Uh,
in 3
we're
weeks.
gonna be there. We're flying in on the 27th.
Hmm.
And we're going to be doing shows 27, 28, 29th. So
Okay.
if you have somebody that you would,
Who's
who
would be
wants to
willing to
come
come
on
on?
to do a
Uh
show
huh.
just like you did, let OG know,
Yeah, let me know
and
because I'm putting
we'll work
together the
stuff out.
schedule now with Matt Cronin.
And
Okay. Yeah. Let
that,
me let me take a look. I really maybe next trip you guys come up, we'll have you come and tour the center, and we'll get some of
Yes.
the
Yeah.
patients
yes,
that are willing to come on air, which I'm sure they all are, and just
yeah,
kind of like tell you what this does for their life. You
Yep.
know,
that'd be
um,
great.
Yep.
we could turn the treatment center into a studio for the day.
Hey, Well, you know what? We'll give enough time. We'll let Matt Croner, our producer, know, and that would be awesome. And
Yeah, that
a-
would
a-
be.
again, Anna, thank you for taking the time with us, and I cannot wait a few more weeks, and we'll be seeing you
We'll
again.
see you.
And you have a get some sleep.
Pleasant
I'm
dreams.
going to. The morning's
All
gonna
right,
come
All
all
early.
right. Yeah.
right.
Thank you for
Yeah.
Well,
having me, and we'll see you
thank
soon.
you. Okay,
Great
love
week.
you,
Bye
Anna.
Have a
now.
good night.
Bye bye now,
Good night.
man.
She has done
She
an amazing amount of work in less than
what
5
she has
months.
done in such a
Woo!
short time is
And the
just
staff has
insane.
grown, the building's grown. They're looking
Oh,
for more space. Choo, 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 choo,
yes. I
choo.
mean, so for everybody that was, in the comments, Anna was a guest on our show,
Mhm.
and we let's see, was Bo got? Oh, he's talking here after all that stuff.
Yeah.
He's talking about Baby Groot. Uh, but
Yeah, Baby Groot's kind of a nice addition to the team.
yeah, and Heidi, thank you for popping on here, and everybody. Like I said, Anna's story was just incredible what she
Mhm.
went through.
So if
And
Anna Borges, if you want to go back and look up for Manny
look up
Vitale
her show.
and Anna Borges, Borges, so you can watch it. If you didn't see it before, you might want to watch it again. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean it was just one amazing show that she was a guest on, talking about her terrible loss, and like she said, man, it could have taken her in different
In a
directions,
bad
and
direction.
it didn't. She turned that pain into power. I love that, and it's going to be such a great time seeing her and coaching everybody, and my nephew Bo. Really looking forward to it. So that was great seeing Anna, and you know what? Since we're on here, before we
Depart for the
sign
night.
off here, because Groot's a little tired, and Susie the Wonder
Susie's
Dog's
asleep.
actually napping on her chair. Just wanted to chit chat a little bit about Friday, and really hope you guys pop on with us. Again, if you didn't see the post that I put up there of me and Susie the Wonder Dog and Groot, what I'd like to do is this Friday, and we'll see how this goes. Maybe turn it into something. Um, Feel Good Friday. And the whole purpose of it is I actually saw a news uh, story yesterday. It was just a good story. It was one of those feel good stories, um, where a person was drowning, and there were two cops, police officers that were in a chopper, that were aviation officers that were flying around, heard the call come in, and lo and behold, were like literally right over the scene. And I can't remember where this happened, but the responding unit, closest one, was quite a ways away. And the one officer looked at the other and says, "We got to do something." And the way things happen to work out, man, here there's a chopper at this there's a pool and a person dying, and there was a field that they were actually able to bring the chopper down, and there's footage of this officer running over, gets to the guy and saves his life. You know what? A feel good story.
Mhm.
And all of a sudden the next story was, this shooting, this
Mm.
abduction, all the next 3 or 4 stories that followed that were just bullshit. That was just just the evil side, the downside, the anger side, the
We're
violent side.
convinced there's more good
And
than
it's just
evil.
like, you know what? Yeah, we all know it's out there, but with lovely media, let's sensationalize this. You know why? Because people want the blood and guts and gore, because it's more news. People want
Yeah.
that, instead of someone, oh, so and so said something nice, gave a hug and gave a donation to this foundation, and it gives like a 30-second
Mhm.
clip. But someone gets beaten, they spend the whole damn thing talking about it. So all of a sudden I was like, you know what?
Feel good
Let's have a feel
Friday.
good Friday. And like for me and OG, what we are going to do is, today, yesterday,
I've already
tomorrow.
printed some stories.
Yeah, we're going to local stories, of people helping people, that have happened, whether it's in the city of Detroit, whether it's in Macomb County, Wayne, the counties, the surrounding counties, or the state of Michigan. For us,
Patricia, wherever your community is, or Bo,
yes,
somewhere in Connecticut, or
we're gonna find what we are gonna do is we're gonna find our stories
and
and
Heidi,
we're gonna show and represent Detroit, Michigan, St. Clair Shores, Grosse Pointe, whatever. We are gonna show the good, positive parts and be proud of where we live. So what we'd like you guys to do is find a story like Trisha or and everyone else who's out there, Heidi, your local area, wherever it may be, city, state, county, whatever you want, and just something to show that, hey, man, you know what? There's good people where I live too. And it doesn't have to be this whole long drawn out thing, just a quick little post of what good, positive, warm, fuzzy things happened to start our weekend.
All you guys, like today, I typed in good news, Detroit. Okay. And a couple things popped up. Then I said good news, Macomb County, because that's also where we live. So it's like, and things popped up because they're actually there.
Yeah.
There really are good stories there.
And this, even if it's something in your life where of somebody who did something for whatever reason, just a feel good story to show that, hey, you know what? There's a lot more good than bad.
Heidi, type in good news and Wyandotte.
Yeah. I mean,
I forgot that
that's what we're going to do this Friday. And
yep.
8
p.m. ish,
8 o'clock ish on this Friday. And you know what? I'm hoping that this kind of catches on. And we're also might have a few little surprises. I'm still working on that too, because I really have no clue what I'm doing, as always. But you know what? That makes it a little more fun anyways, right? So and please spread it around. Let other people know about this. Let's have some fun. Let's enjoy these blessings of sobriety. All of the stuff that we've gone through. You know what? This is the happy time. This is the time to celebrate, our surrounding, our communities, our families, our friends. So again, it'll be this Friday, guys, 8 p.m. ish Eastern time. And I really hope this is something that takes off, because I could see this happening, every Friday. You know what? We'll have people chiming in. And like what I want to do is, besides the Detroit area, coming up with something, is then what I'd like to do is find just one other quick story from somewhere around the world. Just somewhere around the world, just kind of do a quick search to find somewhere to say, okay, I live in Detroit, Michigan. Here's my story. But so-and-so lives in
the Philippines,
Tunisia or whatever. I don't anywhere. That's and all of a sudden pull that out and just say, and here's what's happening there today. Something like that. So I'm going to put this date on time. You know what, Heidi, thank you. And you know what? And it figures it's Heidi. You talk about a feel-good story.
Yeah.
That's Heidi. Heidi's been here since day one. Heidi is my Fight Our War. So thank you, Heidi. Thank you, Trisha. And you know what? I was so caught up with Anna, I didn't even see who was on. I saw Bo,
Jackie,
Trisha's
been on since the beginning. Bo was on. Paul Martinez. Randy Powers was on.
Hey, Randy.
Verna Myers.
Verna. God. Yeah. Verna was so funny. Verna was on our show in Connecticut. Wasn't she our first one that morning? Remember, it was her and her friend.
That wasn't Verna.
That wasn't Verna?
That wasn't Verna.
Who was it?
No, Verna was... I'm trying to think of her name, but I remember because she was on her phone going, that's right. That's right. She was no, Verna couldn't make it.
That's right. Verna was supposed to be there that weekend. What was her name? Anyways, we had a guest in Connecticut. Shit. But was scheduled, and she was the first guest that day. And I think it was like 9 o'clock or something like that. She was... And didn't know where it was, gave her the address, and it was MeOG. We were sitting outside talking to our producer, Matt, and all of a sudden we look, and there's these two women sitting there talking, and I can see her face and I can see her name.
And that gold blouse.
And she looked so nice. She was all dressed up. And all of a sudden, she went over there and it was her. They were looking for the address and came in that day. And she was just very nervous about being on the show. So we talked for a while in the green room, and she kept telling me, she's like, yeah, I'm very nervous. And I go, you're going to do great. So we get in there to start the interview, and she kept saying, how do I look? How do I look? I'm like, you look great. She goes, I had to change like 3 times. And as soon as she said that, I'm sitting down. Now, where I sit in the host chair, I look up and I got a big monitor where I can see me. I can see the person on camera, the guest. I can see the times. I can see how much time I've gone. All these things I can see right there just looking up. Did I say I could see me?
Mm-hmm.
Well, as I look up, I was like, holy fat ass. And so I started laughing. And I can't remember her name. She said something, and I go, I'm sorry. I go, man, it's something about huge. And she goes, what? And she goes, because she was telling me a story about she had to change because she went to sit down and her blouse was a little tight and it tore. And here I made a comment about being big, but I was talking about myself. And she started cracking up, man. Yeah. She started laughing. And she goes, I needed that. She goes, I needed that. So that was funny. So anyways, that's about 5 minutes of your life you guys will not get back.
But do tune in on Friday.
Yeah, so please. Really, really hope you guys tune in on Friday. It's going to be great. Heidi, thank you. Everybody, all you guys for being part of this amazing family. And again, a huge thank you for Anna for coming on. Like she said, she's up at 4:30 doing her thing, helping so many people.
Oh, we're up at 4:00 getting ready to go to the gym.
She was just seeing her. When I said that about seeing her, and when she was in the studio, it was in the very beginning process of Peaceful Minds Treatment Center. I mean, literally getting the building started. Well, you heard what she just rattled off. And, and it's going to be, look at this. Heidi put, I'm going to bring my Groot too. Heidi's got a Groot.
She's got a Groot too. Yeah.
You know what? And if anyone else is watching this right now, and not only that, but what is that? The superhero Marvel.
Yeah,
Who
Marvel.
are these people? Who?
Marvel's.
Okay, whoever.
Guardians of the Galaxy. This is Guardians of the Galaxy.
If anyone has any other paraphernalia,
from
bring them
Marvel
along,
Universe?
man. If you got any more Groots or who is he? Rocket, the raccoon.
Rocket the raccoon. Oh, I love Rocket.
Oh, you gotta love Rocket.
He goes, hey, Rocket though. I could only find Groot.
Yeah, they said some called him a raccoon. What did you call me? I mean, that little dude's got attitude, man.
Yeah, he's good.
Oh, he starts talking about Groot. He's like, language. Oh man, funny stuff. All right, well, that was
oh good. I'm glad to see another Groot. A Groot group.
All right, folks. Thanks again. And Heidi will be looking for you and your Groot on Friday, as well as everyone else. And like I said, please pass this along. Let everyone know to hop on, and let's just start Friday on a happy note. And we'll just go from there. Bo, I love you, brother.
Bo, you've got to have something from the Marvel Universe, don't you? Something?
He's got, I got to get me my little onesies, like a one piece, like when you're a little kid, how you had those pajamas, I'd put you in with the little footy, it has the little feet. When you're a little kid.
I know, but what's that got to do with the Marvel Universe?
I'm sure they got pajamas for kids that have those.
The Marvel Universe stuff? Okay, yeah, you're probably right.
Why wouldn't they?
Why wouldn't they?
So if they do, I want some. I want a Rocket
onesie. A Rocket onesie.
I'm gonna stop right there.
No, don't even.
Oh, okay. We'll see you guys Friday.
Good night, all.
Exactly, positively, precisely at 8 p.m. Eastern time ish. Well, 8 p.m. Eastern time.
Ish.
8 o'clock ish will be the time.
Good night, all.
All right. Love you guys. Keep fighting the good fight.